Didn't like the music?
All right, let's go ahead and get logged in on your laptop. We are going to start Zap training on the laptop. Hi. Hello. Some are repeat visitors from the morning, so you already know me.
Oh, we've heard your jokes.
Oh my God, I have them. They're all on Russ's agenda. He's got to be a funny one. But a few of you I see so Yay. Glad you're here. Okay, I know I'm reflecting my phone, but I'm going to actually get the laptop up on the screen. So we're going to start out with everybody logging into Zap. Well, we're not going to do phone until I'm going to watch the clock more closely this time because Russ won't help me. I've already learned that. He will not be my time.
Hard way.
Learned it the hard way. No, I can self-manage now. That's there. We'll probably hop on the phones. We'll try to get on the phones at about 2 and do about half the class, maybe 2:15. So let's start out with the laptop. Everybody logging into Zap, and for those couple people that were not in the morning class, I'll introduce myself again. My name is Debbie Williams. I'm with Realogy. Realogy is the parent company of Century 21 Real Estate. So we're all in the same family. It's very nice to meet you all and see you all again. Some of the faces, yay!
Some of them?
And where's the rest of the people filling these chairs? We don't like empty chairs when we're talking about Zap. We only get to come here not so often, right?
I know more people should really have taken advantage.
I know.
They signed up for us. Well, and people did. We had a lot of RSVPs.
It's only 1:04. They'll be here.
Good point.
Right.
We're on realtor time.
Correct.
Right? We got to run on realtor time. And so I'm also going to recognize my colleague in the side of the room here, Agatha Ochoa, and she's also on the Zap. We're on the Zap engagement team, so we do love going to companies and meeting with agents and brokers and managers and spread the news about how Zap can help build your businesses. And so we are happy to be here today. Thank you for coming to the intermediate class. So we're picking up from a point where we're not starting with basics, and I know somebody asked me, am I going to be lost if I come to this class? Maybe, maybe not, but I'll try to take as many questions as I can and yet try to maintain a good pace of moving along. So what I do ask is everybody be patient, be kind with each other. If there are some more basic questions or people asking a lot of questions, we're all going to be patient with each other. Some of you are speedier than others and want to keep it moving, and I can't help it because we got mixed users in the room. So we just got to be with each other. This is a team as far as learning, okay? But we do learn from questions, so I do like questions. The first class, we had a lot of questions from a few people, so, but it does make it.
Why'd you look at Brad?
And not questions from everybody, so I do welcome everybody to participate. Don't be shy. Just ask. You're tapping into, for me, 11 years of knowledge of working with the system, and Agatha will chime in whenever she wants to because she's invited to, because she brings her world of knowledge. And Agatha managed a whole team of agents using the Zap platform to convert relocation, e-leads, very much success from Agatha as well. So we can bring many testimonials on how this program can help you, but we're just going to dive right in, okay? So we're going to dive right in. I want you to remember this about Zap too, because you have many choices on different CRMs you can use. If you're using LeadRouter as your CRM right now, we're really going to beg you to not use LeadRouter anymore because you have a better CRM in Zap than LeadRouter ever will be. LeadRouter is a part of Zap. It works together with Zap. LeadRouter's prime function is to funnel leads into your Zap platform. Take leads that the company generates. Your company, Century 21 Everest, generates leads out there on the internet from various websites. They feed into the LeadRouter system, and LeadRouter divides them up and passes that out to all of you. And when you accept a lead, it goes right into your Zap platform. So your owners and your brokers do want you to use Zap as your CRM to work those leads. Questions? Comments? Snide remarks? Jokes from Russ?
I don't know, how did you become the jokester?
What?
How did you become the jokester? Now you're suddenly the jokester over there.
What's happening?
Always have.
That's what you're doing.
I guess you're just getting his jokes now, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm kidding, Tim. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Maybe he just got a better.
Must be it.
He just got a better joke.
Also
book.
getting an idea of what your drawings are. So we got that figured out.
Debbie, where are you based?
Oh, I personally, so I work for Corporate Realogy, which is the parent company of Century 21.
Okay.
It's based in New Jersey, but I'm a remote employee, so I don't work out of the corporate office. I work remotely because I do a lot of travel, and so does Agatha. So I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm just down the road a piece.
Well, I didn't
like
mean
start heading
personally,
south
but
and you'll hit me.
You're in New Jersey, okay, that's good.
Yeah, I'm a part of the New Jersey corporate entity, but I am physically in Phoenix, and then Agatha came a longer way to be with all of you, and then sprained her ankle because we went hiking in your beautiful mountains last night, and then can't train the class, is making me do it all, but I love it. I'm kidding. Agatha's very compelling when she trains on Zap, but she'll be at the Centerville office in the morning and the afternoon tomorrow for anyone that wants to repeat it. The more the merrier. You can hear these things as many times as you want and repeat it, and it'll get just driven into your brain better. Right, Agatha?
Absolutely.
And where did you come from? You don't live in New Jersey either.
No, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Anyway, I told the morning class, and a lot of you were in there, I just personally am finishing up going through 3 personal real estate transactions personally. A sell, and a buy, and it's been very emotional for me. But it reminds me of what all our clients and customers are doing when they work with us, what they're going through. It just brought it a big dose of reality back to me because I hadn't done anything, you know, with my own personal real estate in a lot of years. Wow. You know, we play an important part in the buying and selling of homes. You do. And as much service and using technology to provide that service is what Zap is all about, to help you work more efficiently. You got a million things to do every day, and so that's how Zap can really help you be more organized, stay on task, prospect more efficiently, pay attention, stay connected, build relationships, and it is proving to be very effective for agents who are logging in and using the system. They're closing more units. So yay! And that's my introduction, and we're going right into Zap. So everybody, I assume this is the intermediate class, you know how to log in, correct? Yeah, it's the same username and password always that if you log into 21 Online, it's the same username and password. When you go to log in to Zap, the mobile CRM app on your phone, it's the same username and password. So save it, store it in your memory, make sure it's easy for you to get into the system. Make sense? Anyone have any questions about that? Any personal questions for me? Oh, we're getting quiet. Were you warm them up? They're like, I'm not feeling. Come on, come on. How many of you? Let me ask you. Let me survey the room. Okay, so let me survey the room. Get you to open up a little bit. Everybody has to participate in this. So, usage of Zap. This is what I'm going to survey. Your personal usage of Zap. There's no wrong answer. This is a judgment-free zone. No one is judging you on your answer ever or what questions you ask. Please understand that. We are here to help you. So I'm going to let you say, okay, those of you that would say you log into Zap once a day, raise your hand. Oh! We got one! Yeah!
She's required to.
Yeah. Oh, yes. What is that? What do you do when you log into Zap?
It could be anywhere from helping agents with their service markets, just administrative.
Nice. Do you help agents just in this office or all the way around at all the offices?
All offices.
Nice.
Yeah.
So everybody knows who she is because she's going to help you with important settings called service markets and Zap. What is your first name?
Alexa.
Oh, you are Alexa from the morning class. Sorry, Alexa. So one person logs in every day, at least once a day. That's awesome. How about people that, let's look at it a monthly, okay? During the course of a month, would you say you log in 0 to 5 times a month? Which is better than not logging in at all. 0 to 5 times.
I should first ask who's using Zap.
Now, if you're here, I assume you are. Oh, there are some of you that have not been using it. Okay, how many have not been using it before this class? Holy Toledo.
Well, no,
I'm from Ohio.
That's why you should have.
I could say that. I'm
Gotta
from
save
Ohio.
yourself.
Holy Toledo.
That's why we're here.
Okay, that's like half the class.
Learn.
All right, and a lot of you were in the beginners, so we're going to pick up from there. So the hands that didn't go up, you're using it sporadically. Okay, awesome. So all users are going to learn something from this class. Glad you're here. Log in as I am. Somehow I got logged out. And I'm going to be Jeff Zap again, like I was in the very first class. So let's log in and let's take a look at our dashboard. First thing we want to talk about, we want to give as many practical business-driven applications of Zap in this class that we can. Like, how do I really use it every day? And what part of my business does it help with? That's how we want to attack the topics in this class, okay? And so if you have any questions, you are welcome to raise your hand. If you ask too many, I'm going to say stop. Only because it might be just slowing down, and I do want to cover certain things. You want to get as much knowledge out of us as you can while we're here. But definitely ask me questions along the way. So when you log into Zap, what I want to first cover is I want to talk about techniques to convert leads, lead conversion techniques. Because you do get leads. Those of you that are getting leads from Century 21 Everest, your company, we talked about this in the first class. So as a repeat, anybody that was in the first class or knows this answer, how can you tell when you log into Zap and you look at your dashboard, how do you know which leads are company-driven leads? They came from the company, from Century 21 Everest's lead generation techniques, and you accepted the leads and they emptied into your Zap dashboard. How can you tell?
It says broker.
It's tagged a broker lead. So when you look at the name of someone, for example, I'm going to click on contacts, and I do not see, at least on my list, Lisa Marie, Cindy Lou, Dan, Cheryl. They're at the top of my list right now just because their Zap scores are very high. Right? You will have this too. You will have every contact has some sort of Zap score, either very high, high, moderate, low, or none. This relates to their activity using your Zap website or your app. Right? The higher the activity, the higher they're ranked, which is a good thing. Correct?
Yeah.
Good thing. And these are the people you definitely want to pay attention to. They may be closer. They may be closer to a transaction or wanting to actually buy and sell right now. But none of these people at the top of my list have the little broker tag. They're all agent leads, so we know those are people that I entered into my platform. I added them. It's tagged an agent lead. Your broker leads, you definitely need to be working those because you're given the responsibility when you accept a lead to be constantly communicating and trying to convert the leads. Now, what we know about internet leads are it's a numbers game, right? Right? When you get leads from the internet, it really is a numbers game. I mean, give me as many as you can. This is how I walk through life. Like, if you're willing to give me leads, I'm willing to work them until that person tells me to go pound salt or they die, right? Because I'm hungry. I'm hungry for business, and I don't know which lead is going to be ready to go buy a sell a house with me. So the only way I can find out is I keep calling, I keep emailing, I work the lead. When it's a broker lead, company generated, that's the responsibility you take on. You got to work the lead. And you got to do it in Zap because you got to update the lead. Or don't take the lead. I mean, it's your prerogative, correct?
Correct.
Nobody has to accept the company-generated lead. But if you do, by all means, this is why you're in the business, work the lead. And do it from Zap. So I want to show you those lead conversion techniques that I would definitely use with every broker lead that I accept. Number one, I get a broker lead, let me actually find one, and then you can follow along with one of the leads on your platform. I'm going to set them up to get new listing alerts. That's my number one tool for conversion using the Zap system, is I want to set them up, if I can figure out what they're interested in, what they're viewing, what's their criteria, what city, then I'm going to go in and I'm going to save a search for them from my Zap website, and I'm going to tell Zap, hey, every time there's a new listing, just automatically send it out to them. It's just an automatic drip. And I'm not going to do this from the MLS. I'm going to use my Zap system to do this. Now, why would I do that? When I know I can send new listings to people from the MLS, why would I want to do it from Zap, would you think? Let's talk about the why and how it helps you.
Well, you don't get any feedback on the MLS of what people are looking
You're
at.
not getting, yeah, if you set it up and send new listings from the MLS, and that lead opens the new listing and goes to look at it, it's on the MLS portal, right? And you're not getting a Zap score. You're not seeing activities. It's not measuring and ranking. You don't have that insight into their behavior, everything they're interested in. However, when you send the new listings out from your Zap website and that person clicks to look at the listing, they're not looking at it on the MLS portal. They're looking at the listing on your website or your app. And every time they log in to your website or your app, hey, we're not watching a movie. It's not movie time. Let me try to get that back on the screen.
I won't say it again.
We're not watching that movie.
Keep it quiet.
We're not watching that movie. Do not say it again. When your Zap website sends out the new listings to that lead and they click on it because they're interested in seeing more about that property, it takes them to your Zap website. It takes them to your Zap app to look at the lead, the listing. And then the Zap score starts to rise and then you see all their behavior. Big difference, correct?
Yep.
Big difference for you having the insight to communicate and try to get a response from them. Big difference. New listing alerts in Zap, you set it and you can forget it. Like it's a one-time setup. It never expires. It'll keep dripping new listings out forever until somebody turns it off.
It just
And-
turned off again?
Yeah.
Do you know why that's happening? It's your system, Russ. Does it want me to just stand here and be touching the screen,
I
maybe?
have no idea. No, it didn't do it.
It did not do that in the first class.
Well, but since you have that, Black Panther's really, really
We're
good.
not
Don't
watching
they?
a movie. We're watching a movie. It's called
Zap.
Zap.
There is a movie.
By the way, Zap, this whole piece of technology, it's a website, it's a mobile app, it's a CRM system for you. You know, this was all created years and years ago. It's been around for a while, and it used to be used by Zip Realty agents. You guys there was a Zip Realty real estate.
Yeah, I remember
Anybody
that.
around in those days? We had an office here. I was a Zip Realty agent, and I worked for Zip Realty in Phoenix for many, many years, so I'm really used to using this system. But it's been around for a long time, but Realogy came in and bought the whole company 3.5 years ago so that you guys can have this technology. And unless you're a Realogy brand of real estate, this technology is not in the hands of your competitors, which is a big deal for you. So I mean, like, this is great technology that sets you apart and better than what every other realtor has out there or has to pay for. You're getting it because you're a part of this brand. That's amazing, guys. Please don't throw these away. Use them. You're here because you want to, obviously. Okay, so new listing alerts. Everybody agree it's a good thing to send out. It's the best drip email campaign you can set up for anybody. These broker leads you get, these are people you don't know, they don't know you. It will help you convert more leads than any other tool in Zap, which is why I'm starting out with it. Has anybody used new listing alerts in Zap in this classroom? No hands go up. Okay, then it's all hands on deck because we're going to do it now. I want you all to walk through this process. Okay? I want you to be picking out, does everybody have at least one contact, first of all, in their platform? Everybody? Does anybody need to add a contact so you have someone to practice with? Because these are, okay, you guys, first class. I would have loved for you to have been in the first class. Couldn't make it work with your schedule.
Couldn't make it work
We'll
with
take
your
you in this class, that's all right. So you guys, there's 2 hands that went up. You got to add somebody in first to be able to practice with. So I want you to add yourself as a pretend customer.
Yep.
Would you please do it? You
Uh.
just have a little. You can take the crowd. Oh, you want me addressing the crowd? Okay, with my stupid mannerisms. Yeah.
There we go.
So these 2, and as a repeat for everybody else, you're going to add yourself as a customer. Okay, so you're going to pretend to be the customer here. Use the plus add key. Everybody else, this is a review for you. The plus add button right here is how you add in a new contact. So you're going to add yourself, plus add, then you hover over new contact. You're going to add a new contact, and you're going to do just an individual contact. You're not importing a whole bulk list of contacts. So tap individual contact, and just fill in all the spaces for yourself. Okay, you have to put in your email address and put in your phone number, fill everything out, hit continue, and you'll have yourself as a contact. Everybody else, first of all, any questions as to how new listing alerts can help you? We all good with that? So the why has been answered, why we're covering this topic and starting out with this tool. So now let me show you the how. So the how involves you guys hands-on, clicking with me. Pick somebody, all the rest of you pick somebody that's in your platform. It would be excellent if it's an actual customer you're working with or want to work with. Pick somebody, find their name, and click on their name. So that's step one. Let's all find a contact that we can set up new listing alerts. Good? All right, good. I'm going to actually pick someone that's a broker lead. It's tagged a broker, so you can see what that looks like here in Zap. So I'm going to use my filters, actually. This is something I did not show in the first class. I'm going to use my filters to filter through my contacts and find all of my broker tagged leads. These are the leads that we have to keep updating in Zap, because if we keep updating them like my broker wants, like your broker wants, then you'll be eligible for more leads. And who doesn't want more leads? I don't know too many people that have said, no, don't give me any more leads. Like these are more, it's more potential for paychecks when I get more leads. So let me go to my lead type right here, filter. I just want to see broker leads. So you can filter through and always see if you have any broker leads that you need to update. Just use your filters, go to lead type, broker leads. Okay, I have 6. Again, you can tell it's a broker lead. It was a correct answer that somebody gave because it's tagged automatically broker, broker, broker. Company generated lead. That means there are lead updating requirements. Now I have 6 broker leads, and I can look at them all right here, and I can tell you I am keeping them updated just fine. I am not out of compliance. I am all updated. And I can tell that because under the last contact date, I have all green lines. I am in the green. I've been keeping up with it. If any of these last contact dates had a red line or a yellow line, that means, uh-oh, I need to provide an update to my broker. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that after we do new listing alerts.
Where did you filter? I'm sorry.
You want me to show filtering again?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let me start over. From the dashboard.
Yes.
Okay, dashboard, on the dashboard. I clicked on to see the list of all my contacts. So you just click on contacts, and it brings up the list of everybody that's in your database, your Zap database. Okay. Oop. Hang on a second.
Got it clear.
It starts like that, yeah. I don't know why it opened up. Okay, so you click on contacts, your list is here, then you just look for the button that says filters. That's where you find your filters to filter through to find select groups of people. Really good for prospecting. I'm going to show you how to add custom tags in a little bit and filter through custom tagging, where you form your own groups and categories. But that's coming in a little bit. I just was showing you filters because I wanted to find all of my broker leads, and so that's when I went to the filter lead type, and I said, just show me all my broker tag leads. Okay, we good with that? Awesome. Okay, so new listing alerts, you ready? Here's how we're gonna do it. Pick your person, click on their name. I'm gonna go with Bob Smith here. I'm gonna click on his name and go to his profile page. All right, profile page. That means up and down this page, if you scroll up and down, right, you're going to see entire history of what's been going on with that one contact as far as the Zap system is concerned. Have you set up follow-up plans? What kind of Zap score does this person have? If you scroll down to the Zap score section, search insights. Do you have any profile? Before I go and I set up new listing alerts for a broker lead, I do my research. right? I want to find out what are they looking for, so I set up the right search. I can see that for Bob under his search insights. I see he is looking this price range, beds, baths, square footage, single family. So I kind of have something to go on. The only thing I'm not seeing here is city, neighborhood, zip code. I don't know the where, and that's not captured in Zap. A lot of times it is. When you don't have that, and I'm kind of surprised on this example I don't have it, since I do have some other captured information, but I'm going to do some more research, right? Let me do some more research and go down to search activity. So again, before I save a search and set up new listing alerts, before you do, go and do some research on their profile. What can you figure out about them? Well, I see there's one saved home and one saved search. So if I click on that saved home where it says view all, I bet I'm going to get an area or a location of something he's interested in. And there it is. This is the property that Bob was interested in, and now I see my full criteria. He's looking in Hartford, Connecticut. Okay, so the platform, I'm using Jeff Zap as my Zap platform, and I'm set up with the MLS in the Hartford, Connecticut area, in case you're wondering why am I seeing, why is this person searching there? Because that's the market I serve. So now I think I have enough information to go ahead and set up a search and set up new listing alerts, right? Anybody have any questions about what you're seeing on your prospect? No? We going good so far? All right. So I've got my 315 6-bedroom 4-bath. Wow. 315 in Hartford. So I know what I'm going to set up. So now let's go up to the top of the profile page. Hang on, you're not moving, and I'm moving here, and it's not moving there. So let me get my technical thing going back for you.
Lost the connection.
I wonder if it's Wi-Fi, afternoon Wi-Fi. It could be, that typically happens, but since I'm on Apple TV, that is tied into the Wi-Fi. No movie.
That's
Sorry, I'm trying to get you back to where my screen is actually displaying what you need to see. Yeah, okay. Okay, everybody back to the top of the profile. I want you to find the More button. Everybody say More. Because that's where we're going to start this process. We're going to save a search. So click More, and then does everybody see Sign in as Contact?
Yes.
Okay, so when we click that, before you click it, you might have already did it. I did not do it yet. Before I click Sign in as Contact, this is what's going to happen when you click it. The words are telling you what it's doing for you, right? Your Zap CRM is letting you sign in to this contact's account on your website. So it's their account, that person's account, but it's your website. So you're signing in as if you're them, and you're going to do this for them. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So that's why it's called Sign in as Contact. So I don't want you to forget that. Sign in as Contact. Let's go ahead and click it. Okay. Now, interesting. So your screen might look slightly different than mine. I have something showing up here because looks like Bob Smith, this is his website account, probably saved this home at one time. So he's got one home that was his favorite, but you might have nothing showing up there at all. But what you have at the top is your way of selecting search criteria, right? So that's where we're going to start. If you need more filters, does everybody see the More Filters button?
Yep.
It's gray, right? It's right there. So right here, you can just start with putting in their area, city, neighborhood, price range, beds and baths, and then hit search. Or if you want to select single family home, you need more filters, then you click More Filters and you'll see you have a whole host of other search criteria. Question, Danette?
Yes, so, okay, so like if they have saved something in an area where you know they're not looking, like they're looking in another area,
Yeah.
like what would you do? Would you set up a,
I'd set up a search for them in the area they're looking in.
Because even if they save the house in another area, that's kind of like.
It's okay, it doesn't go away.
Does it let you do 2 areas?
Oh, it lets you do 2, 3, 4, 5. If you, sometimes you'll have customers who want separate searches for separate areas. For some reason, they just want to keep it separate. So, like, I'm searching in Sandy, and I just want to see new listings on Sandy, and I want that separate. I'm also searching in, what's another part of Salt Lake City? Draper, I want that separate. Depends on what your customers want, and sometimes you don't know what they want. You can put them all together in one search. Oh, I want Sandy and Draper, and it's this price range. You can do what you think is best. But you definitely can save more than one search and send more than one set of new listing alerts, yeah. And sometimes, you know, your customers do this on their own.
Yeah.
Because they can. I mean, if you get them using your website, you hope that they're doing their own personal stuff too. And when they do, you get to see what they're doing. But we're talking about you're setting this up for people that
So
are.
how quickly does that alert go out to them when you list?
Good question. It'll go out the same day that the new listing gets entered into the MLS. It'll go out either morning or afternoon. There's 2 emails or notifications, and no more than 2 per day that could go out. Like if there's 5 new listings that match what the criteria I put in for that person is, all 5 listings might go out in that first email. Depends on when they were entered in. But your Zap website's updated directly from the MLS between 2 to 12 times per day. So it's pretty up to date, if that was what you were asking. Question right here.
Yeah, multiple cities in the same search.
You
I
can
don't
do
wanna
multiple.
searches, so I just separate them by a comma and a space.
Let me show you. It's a good question. You're going to use this little plus sign.
Huh?
So type in the first city. Like if I can't do Salt Lake City, I've got to do the Connecticut area. But type in the first city first. I'm going to do Hartford. Right? Type in the first city, and then you'll see a plus sign where you can add more cities to the left of the first city. That is one way to add multiple cities.
Okay.
Right? And then it brings up a list of all the available cities. And you can add 2 or 3 in close proximity, right? If you want 2 or 3 in there. It'll just keep adding them. Okay? So everybody go ahead and go through, and I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. I want you to kind of look through what filters are available here.
What is the easiest way to do like a bunch of cities or an entire county or?
Yeah, the Zap website doesn't let you search by county.
That's so.
Is that pretty important in your market area?
Some people are doing all of Salt Lake County. Yeah.
Could you just select all the cities that come up in yours? Yeah.
I mean, how do we?
You could do a map search. You don't have to do by cities.
Where's the maps?
All right, let me show you that. There's proximity and map searching. So there's other ways besides just entering up in here. So as you scroll down, first of all, you have to make sure you hit the More Filters button.
Right.
And then scroll down. Scroll down. And you'll see, like it says Create Advanced Search. You see all these other different options. You click on them. So I would start with, where's my map button? I think you have to first, they changed this. You have to do a search by just one city, and then you'll have the capability of searching by map. I'm not sure why they took away map down here. But go ahead and do one search by city, get the search results, and then go to Map View. You guys see where it says View the Map after you've run your initial search? Okay, I'm just giving you an idea how to get all the cities or the county in, like you want to do a county search. So then if I click View Map, it's going to show all these listings, and then you can draw. So my point is, get to the map view if you want to do a county search, and zoom in or out however you want. And then hit your little pencil and do your drawing of the area or the county that you want. That's going to be the best bet, I think, for that.
And on your advanced search options down at the bottom, one was like neighborhood. Our MLS doesn't really specify neighborhood. So would that only work if our MLS has that, is data specific to those advanced search terms?
Good question. Interestingly enough, the data in your Zap website for neighborhoods and subdivisions is not coming from the, not the data, but the neighborhoods and subdivisions that you can search for in Zap is coming from a third-party provider.
Oh.
So you might find you do have them here. Now the search results are all the listings from the MLS,
Yeah.
but the ability to search by neighborhood or subdivision,
Or even school, yeah, well, school district.
yeah, it comes from a third-party provider that the Zap team uses. So you might find it works really well in your area. It's kind of different, and I don't know how it works here.
Okay.
Somebody try it out and tell us. If you click on doing a neighborhood search, does it find a lot of neighborhoods? I'm curious
Yes,
to know.
it does. I've just brought it up. Yeah, it does.
Because sometimes it works really well, and sometimes it doesn't have a lot of the neighborhoods. But it's good to hear that you do have that here. So what I want everybody to do, because we got to move on to another tool, but let's definitely get this under our, make sure we know how to do this
So
whole process.
Once we've done that and we've put in certain criteria, where on here does it say to save it or to?
Good. Yeah, we were going to go there next. So
Okay.
hang on, we're going there.
She's the advanced.
It's okay. We're going, because we have a lot of questions, we got to take them one by one. Make sure you've selected your criteria and you click that search button to get to the search results page. I happen to go back to map view, but you can switch back to view the list if you want, if you don't want to be on map view. We haven't saved anything yet, which is where we're going in a moment. But you first have to get to results of your search before we can save. So is everybody on? See how it says search results? Are you on that page?
This is great.
No.
I don't have everybody there?
No, just have
No.
the criteria in.
Okay, you put the criteria. Did you hit that search button? It's,
Well, I
Yeah.
don't see that.
then you should be on search results page. If it's not on search results, you're there.
And then do we save it?
We're going to save it. I'm going to tell you what it is right now, but I want to make sure everybody gets
Sorry.
here. This is what I mean by just we got to stop and wait, right?
Ahead of myself.
It's okay. I want everybody to be at the same spot. Leave no one behind.
So,
Don't throw things at me. I'm going too slow for some of you, I know, but I don't
okay,
want
now,
to.
they have some in there already, no, but I put in some criteria in the city, so I just hit search.
Hit search. Hit search.
Last time I
Once
did
you
it.
hit search, then you can see what the current active search results are for that criteria. So you have 39 properties. So wait, we're going to save it now. I think I'm seeing all the screens where we want them to be. You guys need help? Janet, you're helping? Oh, you're so back. Okay, you're not signed in yet, right?
I've done it, but I've got so much going on in the office, I don't,
That's all right.
I
So now you're
can't.
going to be with us, so then you're.
The minute I get typing in
I
that,
know.
I have to
You have to do
answer
something else. I know.
an email or a text.
You're doing it for them. You're putting them on new lists
We
of alerts.
appreciate
You want this to be your email system.
Does it show you how many come up? You say, it
Yeah, right on
sees,
top.
yours says 18 properties.
I have 18, but I'm searching in Hartford, Connecticut. And I'm not even in here in
37.
Margate. So your results are totally different than mine.
So you need to be using Google Chrome.
Ah,
Thank you.
Yes.
I gotta start over.
I don't know what to do about this screen. Come back.
Is that your HBO page?
No, this is, that
Okay,
belongs
so it's
to
coming-
your
it's coming
office.
through.
I'm on Apple TV because I'm using
you-
a Mac
you are, okay.
to reflect. So I'm going through the company's Apple TV, which reverts back to the movie
Whatever
station.
we've been watching.
Yeah. Or it's recommending whatever you should watch. I don't know why it's recommending that one movie, but. All right, next step is really important, so I'm going to wait till everybody's.
Debbie, is there any way to, are you like working on eventually being able to connect this directly to the MLS? And syncing the two together,
Yeah.
or maybe,
What do you-
maybe you don't need to?
Well, they are connected. They are synced.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
take that
yes.
out. Yeah, I do that.
The question was, is there any way to sync the MLS into Zap? But they are already synced.
Yeah.
All of the data on the Zap website comes directly from your
Yeah,
MLS.
okay.
It is a direct feed. And Russ, is there only one MLS in this area, or multiple?
For, well,
How
there
many
are
MLSs
others,
in
but
your
all
market?
these agents are gonna be.
One MLS. Yeah, it's a direct feed.
Okay.
So this data is coming from somewhere, all the listing data, it's from the source of the data, the MLS,
So,
updated
I got it
throughout the
reduced
day.
down to
Russ?
45.
Yes,
would this not include all the MLSs in Utah?
it actually does, yeah.
St. George,
So, yeah,
Park
we-
City?
You have a
actually-
group
so
where
there
they've
are
all
others.
combined,
Yeah,
shared.
so we've got St. George and Park City in here as well, so there's really 3 that are feeding into this.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
'Cause that's what I thought, was
Yeah.
statewide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. We're ready to save this now, though. Yeah, we haven't saved anything. All we did our first steps to get there, but the most important step is to save this, right? Because we want to save it so that the website will then start sending new listing alerts out from this day forward. Okay. Watch me. I have to point to it, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like this about like the Zap team changed something, and I think it's very difficult to see where to click, and so I'm very mad at them, and I'm going to tell them they need to make it bigger, and it should be flashing so you guys don't miss this. But because of that, I'm emphasizing what you need to click on next is over to the left, there's a little heart, and it says recommend search, and it has that gold background. Does everybody see that?
Yep.
Yes.
That's your save button, if you can believe it. It doesn't say save
That's weird.
because the terminology they think works better is, well, you're the agent, right? And you're signed in as this person. Doesn't it say it at the top? You are signed in as that person. So you, the agent, are recommending this search to that person. So that's why it says recommend search. You're recommending it.
So you can do that as a group, say you're 18 properties, or individually on each.
You can.
Okay.
Well, very observant.
Okay, cool.
Right now, and I'll go back to talking about recommending individual properties, but not yet. Right now, let's finish this. We're going to recommend this search, okay? Meaning we're saving it. So click on that, and let's see the next step. Here's the next step. The next step is we get a pop-up box. We're not done yet. Don't walk away. Don't walk away without this next step. So first of all, there's the name of the search. The system automatically names it so your customer can see what you selected as the criteria. And then the system automatically checked that box. Email Bob when this search has updates. So that means whenever there's a new listing, it's going to email it out to Bob. That is new listing alerts. Leave that box check marked. There's nothing you need to do to uncheck it. What you do have an option to do is to add your own personal message to go into the email that the system's going to send that contact. All right, there's going to be an automatic, as soon as you do the final click, which is right here, your final click to save it is email this recommendation. Before you click that, you have the option to send a personal message that will get inserted in the automatic email that Zap is going to send to your customer. And what does that automatic email say? It'll say, your agent, insert your name, it'll be your name in it, has saved this search for you. And it'll have a link. Click here to see all the homes in whatever the criteria is, and it's a link. And so they can click it. Where does the link take them if they click on that link? That's the real question. And it's a good answer. To your Zap site, to the search results page. Right, let me unclick the box for a second. If they click the link that the automatic email sends to them, it brings them right here. Isn't that cool?
So you don't really
Like go directly to the website and look at what's currently on the market by clicking one link.
So you don't really need to put a message in here because it'll just populate every single day.
It's one unique message for each individual person you do this for.
But it's does it show
Do you
every
need-
time it sends new recommendations daily?
No, it will not. It's a one-time
Okay.
message that goes in that original email.
Okay.
I recommend you put something personal in here, actually, because it takes a second. But do you have to? No. You don't have to add it. What you do need to do is to finalize this process by click email this recommendation, and watch your screen, because I'm clicking it, you should see cha-ching, search is recommended, and then it disappears. That's how you know the process is complete. You have now saved this search for them. From this point forward, rely on the system to just keep dripping new listings whenever there is something. No expiration date, and when I tell you, success story after success story, I've heard this 100 if not 1,000 times from agents who have used Zap for a good number of years. Out of the blue, I've been sending new listing alerts for years to somebody that never responded to me, and out of the blue, I get a phone call or an email from them. Can you tell me more about this house you sent me? And you're like, who the heck is this person?
That's great.
And you're jumping for joy, but you're trying to scramble to figure out who is this person, and hopefully you're looking in your Zap database for their name, and then you see the whole history of what you've been sending them forever.
Is this supposed
Isn't
to
that
be
awesome? That's the best drip email system you can put somebody on. Oh, read your message for everybody to hear.
No, but, I mean, that's okay, I can, that's fine, but I'm just asking, is this supposed to go away when I push email?
Yeah.
No, it's not going away, it's just staying there.
Could be Wi-Fi issues. Mine went away, so mine eat Wi-Fi. I'm on the same Wi-Fi as you. Did everybody else click email this recommendation?
Yep.
No.
And how'd that work?
It went.
Did you get the cha-ching search recommended?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you go back in that contact for that person now?
Yes.
And pull up the listing alert if you need to, let's say, amend it in a month because they've changed their criteria?
Yes, good question. Okay, so what I'm going to do now to answer her question is to sign out. Okay, so we're going to pretend it's a month, it's 2 months later, whatever. And Bob Smith has changed his mind. He's now interested in changing tune. Oh, that never happens. Like every day of our life. So we need to change the original search is what we're going to do. So when you're finished working, and Timber, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do to help you right now with that.
It's just the same thing that happened to me when I set it up on my old computer. This is the same thing, and then every time I had to like redo the search over and over again because it wasn't saving, and it made
Honestly, I don't know. We'll have to diagnose it later if you can stay.
Are you using Chrome?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. When you're
They told me
done,
that was the reason before.
when you're done, you're finished working in somebody's account. This is very important. I've already saved the search. Sign out of their account in this way. Sign out and return to Zap. Click this button right at the top, which is not flashing at you. It's easy to miss. So another thing I wish we would change, right, Agatha? It's like, make some of these a little... Yeah, make it a little bit more apparent, and we can make suggestions. That's the beauty of this system. You can make suggestions like that for the team, for the Zap Labs team, but I'm going to click sign out and return to Zap and sign out properly, and then you'll find you're back in that same person's profile in your CRM. So now we're going to answer your question. It's a month later that Bob's changed his mind. I don't want to send him those listings anymore because he's changed his price range. He has to up his price range to get what he wants. He became realistic with me finally. Right? So I need to change it. So here's how you do it. You go, your starting point is still their profile page in Zap, only now I'm going to go find that saved search right in my CRM, and you'll find it stored under campaigns. Right? So I'm going to click on campaigns, and then it takes you back down, and you want to go to the section that says new listing alerts, and there it is. So you scroll until you see it. Well, here's that, here's that search that was created that needs to be changed, right? And it's a link, so I know I can click on that. I do want to show you something else. Well, I'll come back to it and show it this. Let me just show you, here's how I would edit that or change it. I'm going to actually click on it. The name of the search is a clickable link, and then it signed me in as Bob again. I'm now signed in as him, and I'm actually at the search results page. But this is not where I can edit the criteria. I need to go up and find the original search where it's saved in his account. So I'm putting my cursor on your account and going to save searches.
So even though it's showing up in that bar, you can't just go there and edit it?
No, you got to come up here to your account and then click on Save Searches. He happens to have a couple of saved searches, but here's the one I want to change. Here's the search. There's a small, and I know this is small too, so you're gonna have to strain to see it. There's an edit button link, like right next to the price range. It's a clickable link that says edit. That's how you do it. Or that's one way to do it. So I click on that, and then I'm gonna go and change the price range. He needs to up his price range, same area. He needs to up his price range. I make my changes. And you can custom type the price range field if you want. Right? And then you hit save and search. The button now says save and search because you're changing the original. And that's how you edit. Was that clear?
Yeah.
Answer the question?
Where do you find the edit button again?
Yeah, where's the edit button?
It's right.
No, it's just to get to that one section.
Yeah, let me show you again. How did I find the edit? I found the original search saved under their account.
Your account.
Oh, that's right, there, your account. Okay.
Save searches. So I clicked to go there first.
Did you go to save searches?
Something's lodged in my throat now. I'm just starting to have all kinds of problems. Agatha, between this and now I'm all choked up. Agatha might have to step in. No, she's not.
It's so weird because I'm in the right place, but it's not.
Can you change the title since you changed the search criteria?
Hang on 1 sec. Yeah, the edit, I gotta show you. The edit link is like right in here beside the price range. Do you see it, those of you that were looking? That was answering the first question. You guys have a lot of good questions about new listing alerts, so we're gonna take our time with it. And then your question was, can you change? I'm gonna click at edit again. The question was, can you change
The name of the search.
the name of the search? I'm gonna click edit, and you can.
Yeah.
There's the naming field, and you can certainly change it. Okay?
So I have one set up, and I know they're getting properties. When I look at my save search, it says you have no save searches. But I know they're
Probably. Did you just save it?
I know they've been getting the last couple of years.
Did you see it stored back in the CRM when you went to their campaigns area? Let me ask you that. Remember when you were back in their profile? Do you see it listed there as a save search under new listing alerts? I would double check there, because that means they are getting them. And you should be able to go to the history for that person's account and see an entry for all of the listings that have been sent out. Like they'll be in the history that the system's sending them out, just to answer your question. Jason?
Yeah.
Got it right, okay.
So I also noticed the CC, there's a place to CC another
I was gonna
email
come
address.
back to that. Hang on to
Oh,
that
okay.
thought. That's a
All
very
right.
good observation.
Yeah.
No, I know this is gonna be important to a lot of you, so hang on to that. What I wanna do is before I sign out of his account again on the website, I'm gonna run my original search. I'm just gonna get the 19 properties in the search results and go back to your question or your comment. Not only can you recommend whole searches and start sending new listing alerts, just put it on automatic pilot, drip these out whenever there is. By the way, when those new listing alerts go out, they'll be sent to your customer as an email, but get this, if they have downloaded your app onto their phone, because you have a mobile app, if they've downloaded your mobile app onto their phone and they've allowed notifications when they downloaded the app, then those new listings show up as a notification on their phone, which is incredibly helpful to put it right in their face. Like if you get notifications on your phone, you know they pop out in whatever format. So that's really putting new listings in front of them. So that's a good thing. Hang on 1 second, because I keep forgetting my train of thought. Oh, every time a new listing gets sent out in an email or a notification, what I want you to remember is not only are you keeping them up to date with all the new listings, which is helpful to them, helpful to you is you're keeping your name, your face, your contact information in front of them in every one of those notifications. So this is how, and this is why, 2 years down the road, you don't know who this person is, but they know who you are. And there's such immense value in that, to incubate leads in that way, to keep your face in front of them, even if you've never had a conversation with them. over this length of time, but you've stayed connected in that way, so incredibly important for you. Because you have a shot at their business, at selling them a house or selling their, or listing their house. Okay, Danette.
So when they download the app, are those notifications automatic? Do they have to turn them on?
They have to accept it, like when you download any app,
Right.
including the Zap consumer app, it's like any other app. When you first download it and you open it the first time, the app will ask you, will you allow notifications? So they have to accept it.
So it might be a good idea in this kind of market where things are like disappearing so quickly.
Fast moving market.
For agents to really reinforce that with their client. Please download
Yes.
the app, please, because you need to know immediately so we can jump on it if something counts.
It's an excellent point.
Yeah.
In fact, as a matter of practice, when you are with your clients, I like getting my clients to download the app when I'm with them,
Yes, yes.
because I help them through this process. And I know they've done it, and I make sure they log in. So I told the first class this, and I'm going to tell this class. Not only is it really important to try to get people to download your app, but it's even more important that they open the app and log in. It's the logging in that keeps you connected to them, and every time they use the app, you'll know everything they're doing, every tap, everything they save. They've got to log in. That's why if you're with them, you help them through this process. And pretty much they just need to log in one time, because it works like apps work. Every time they open the app afterwards, it automatically logs them in. Important.
Okay, so I get this search, and I create this search for him, and I send it off to him.
Send it off.
Now, some of these houses that I saw in my search that I criteria, I'd already shown them.
Okay.
So, now, later I also completed it through the website, my side of it. How did that show up there? Will they continue to get that same house showing up all the
No.
time?
Well, no. We're talking about sending out new listings. So they're not going to be sent that house unless it's a new listing. So if you've already shown the house, it means it's an existing listing, that customer is not going to keep getting it sent to them. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, because I showed them a house, and then I saw that house show up in this search.
Well, yeah, and it's going to show up if it's still active in the market and it meets the criteria you
But
just
it won't
selected.
show up next time they open the app as a new listing.
It'll always show up when they're looking at the listings in that area because it's still active. Until it goes pending or contingent, and then they don't see it anymore. But yeah, it's still on the market. They could see it. What you could do, though, is put a note on that house that you showed them. Like if I showed this house to Bob Smith, that's where this little button comes in, recommend. Now I'm not recommending the house for him because he didn't like it, I already showed it, but it allows me, I'm gonna just tag a message to it, so if he looks at the listing again, the message will be, this is the house I showed you on Saturday. You thought the yard was too small, and just kind of save that so that he'll be reminded I showed it to him. Maybe
Okay.
you'll do that. What this button's really intended to do, and getting back to your point, Kevin, I had the K right, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm the worst with remembering
I am too.
names. What this does help you do is individually you can email individual houses to these buyers that you're trying to get their attention or you're trying to find the right house. You can sign in, find a new listing that maybe they already got, but you haven't heard anything from them, but you think they should look at this house. Oh gosh, who wouldn't want to see Bear Swamp Road? Who wouldn't want to live on Bear Swamp Road, right? Like, that's the perfect house. I'm going to recommend and email this one house out to him with a message. This is perfect, I think. Right? Like, whatever message, would you like to see it? So this is really helpful. And then email this home to Bob with my message, email this recommendation. So now the system just sent that one house out to him with my little message, and then it also saved it into his saved homes account. Like, I'm going to go see his account, saved homes, there's Bear Swamp Road.
On the listing alerts on our MLS, if a home's been on the market but it has a modification like a price drop, price increase, it gets sent out again. Will that happen in Zap as well?
It'll send updates if it's a saved home in their saved home bucket. So if you've saved a home for them or they've saved it, then yes, the system automatically sends it out to them again with any changes.
Okay, but if they haven't saved
If they haven't saved it, it won't send an update.
It won't send an update,
No.
letting them know the price just dropped 50,000, and now they're interested in the house.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
That's a really good suggestion, and I've been waiting for that to get implemented. It would be lovely, but it doesn't do that yet. But it doesn't mean Zap will not do that in the future.
Okay.
There's always changes happening that improve the system, and I like that one too.
I thought that there was one of the check boxes in there. If you pulled up the more options, there was one for price drop.
In the website, direct me where you saw that. My mind is drawing a blank, but I'm not saying it's not there.
Click on the filters.
The extra filter.
More filters? Okay.
Yeah.
So it was in one of the filters, and it very well could be here, and I don't even remember. Show me homes with price filter, or price drops, you mean?
Yeah.
I know you can see open houses only. I mean, there's a lot of filters here. I've never noticed that one. Do you know, Agatha? I've never seen that one, but if you can show it to me, man, that'd be great to see. I mean, there's listing days listed, HOA dues by open houses. I've just never seen that added in here. So, okay, new listing alerts, we done with that?
Yeah, are you gonna do the CC, the email?
Oh, thank you. You're gonna be my safety net to remind me, because I was not.
She should have been the timekeeper.
No, I'm already my own self-appointed timekeeper, since you so nicely pointed out the clock to me in the first class. Because Russ doesn't want to do a thing to help me. If there's anything I've learned in working with Russ.
Ouch.
Taking the hits. Taking the hits. You're taking the hits.
The definition of Russ's job.
Yeah, let's go.
To help people. It's the definition of your job.
So well. Yeah, he just doesn't want to help me. I think he wants to help all of you, though. That's for sure.
There you go.
I certainly get that feeling from him.
Ooh.
He's helping a lot of people. You got two companies, right?
Pencil.
So I'm going to go back to address the question: how do you CC another person to get these same new listings as Bob? Well, Bob has a wife.
Right.
I want Angie to get them too. Bob and Angie. Oh, wait a minute. I want to get them too, because this market is fast moving. Houses are selling fast. He needs a house. I'm working hot and heavy with him. I'm his agent. I want him too. You can do that too. You can BCC yourself. So let me show you where to do that.
And that's another question. Do you recommend setting up a husband and wife with their
Same
own
account.
individual accounts? Same account or separate account?
Ask them what they choose. Here's what I recommend.
Okay.
Do they have separate emails and they want to get separate searches sent to separate emails? Then you set up 2 accounts. If they can share one email address, and you can set it up under Bob and just CC her to her email address. So I probably want to keep them both under one account.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah.
I don't want to keep them as separate accounts. Now that I can CC, we used to not be able to CC another person for new listing alerts. It's kind of a newer feature. I'd keep them on one account.
Well, and then with campaigns, let's say you have follow-up campaigns after the purchase or something like that.
Yeah, because you're going to follow up with your closed clients after the closed
Right,
transaction.
so you can continue your follow-up with the CC email address as well. So then you wouldn't have to have 2 separate contact
If
records?
only. We haven't added CC to follow-ups yet.
Ah.
Oh, but it's a big start that we've added it to new listing alerts, so we're going to
Okay.
be happy with what we have and know that that's probably going to come. You're pushing me on this, aren't you? Give you an inch, you want to take the yard. No, I understand everything you're saying, and it's all important in our business. I'm going to sign out, go back to Zap, go to their profile, and I'm going to show you exactly so everybody knows how to CC and BCC. Okay, first of all, Bob Smith has a wife, Angie. Okay, the first thing I need to do before I go ahead and add her as a CC to new listing alerts is I need to come here under basic info and I need to add her email address in. So watch this. Under basic info, under Bob, contact info, I'm going to click that pencil. right? Because you can change things in their profile by clicking the pencil. And what I want to do is add another contact. So I'm going to add Angie. I'm going to add her mobile phone, or no, I'm going to add her, sorry, email, other. And I'm going to put hers in. So hers is Angie56@123.com. So add the person that's going to get CC'd first. I'm going to save that. Okay, everybody saw that, right? Okay, then I'm going to go down to the new listing alerts under campaigns that I already set up for Bob. I'm scrolling down, going to find the new listing alert. Here it is. I set up the Andover Hartford. And all I'm going to do over here, it says CC, add another email address right here. Okay, so I'm going to click the pencil. That's to the right of that, which is the CC. And I'm going to select Angie, because I already put her in there and it's there. Angie needs to get it, and I'm going to save that. That's that.
And that means if I want to be CC'd, I have to add my own email address also into their contact record every time?
No, you're going to be a BCC.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to add yours ever. It's already in Zap. You're just going to find where it says BCC, and it should say your email address. Look on your own. I don't know. It should have your...
My battery died.
Okay, it should have your... You just need to check the little box.
Okay.
Where it says BCC, and that should be your own agent email address. Just check the little box.
Okay, I have a question.
Well, before you do, hang on 1 second. Because you're going to want to know this next thing, and then I'll take your question. Okay, I set up new listing alerts for Bob and Angie. We're hot on the trail. We got to find the right house. They got to get under contract. They need a house. I find the right house. My offer gets accepted. We negotiated beautifully. He's under contract. Do I want to keep sending him new listing alerts?
No.
I don't want to. I don't want him to have buyer's remorse and back out of the deal. I want to turn him off. I want...
Not like that. It's every time you say turn it on.
Didn't do it at all in the morning.
Did not do this in the morning. I think it's Wi-Fi, the strength of Wi-Fi afternoon is usually not strong. It's all Wi-Fi connected, so please have patience with me. I can't change the Wi-Fi connection. I'm just going to click, here's the search. I'm going to deactivate it by clicking that dial and turning it off. No more new listing alerts going to him. Just deactivated it right there. Shut it right off. That's important. Oh wait, inspection went badly. Contract falls out. I need to start sending him new listing alerts again. I come right back here and I turn it back on. Click. Yes, let's go find the house. Two questions. Well, Danette, you want to go first?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I just tried to add a new email because I know this contact has a new email.
Okay.
So I added it under basic info, but under account info, it didn't change.
So you added it in exactly the place I told you to, way up here under basic.
Yeah.
Okay, and so it should show it under there, under contact info. That's the only place it should show.
It does, but down under account info, it's still the old email.
Oh my gosh. I just spilled coffee. So, account info is only going to show the primary person on the account. Like for me, Bob is the primary. It's not going to change his. So it won't change anything there, Danette.
But the primary email I tried to change.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. You went up under primary for your, and you changed primary right here and saved it.
Uh-huh.
So it shows change there.
It shows change there, but down below, is that because you need to send a new email for them to change their login or something?
Yeah, they're going to have to change their login. Once you set up their account, it's always going to have their consumer login be that first email that you entered in for them. And the unfortunate part about this system is, as the agent, you can't change their initial consumer login, which is what you're seeing there.
Got it.
So you're going to have to help them go in and change it. When they log into the website, they can change it. I know, I don't like that, but it's kind of protecting their privacy there, where they control it, not you. That's the mentality in that.
Well,
I'm sorry, but that's why it didn't change. It will never change consumer login. Okay? And then I know, wait, Jason, you were next. I'm sorry, Jason, and then up here.
Yeah, so under the new listing alerts.
Yeah.
I know for a fact they're getting listings from me, but it's saying I don't have anything there, so I can't turn it off. I can't do anything with it.
Because it's not listed here?
So it's not listed there, but I know they're getting it because.
They're getting auto. Oh, that's a whole nother beast.
Okay.
I need to address it. And I have good news about that, but I have news to uncover to you about this whole other new listing alert that Zap does called auto drip. That you don't save and they don't save and the system just does it to
Does it say to set up?
kind of help you, to have your back. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
You'll know that it's automatically going, they're getting new listings, they're on auto drip, because when you look at their name, when you look under their name at the tags, it should say, instead of new listing alerts on, you should see a tag that says auto drip alerts on. Jason, do you see that for that customer? That tag under their name in gray, auto listing drip alerts on?
It says new listing drip alert on.
Yeah, when you see drip, the system's doing that. You didn't save it, customer didn't save it. Zap just thinks it's doing a good thing. It's sending them automatically what they clicked on when they were on the website but never saved it.
So can I turn that off?
Not yet, but coming, what is today? What is today, the 16th? Next week, there's a Zap release, new features and changes to existing features, and guess what you're gonna be able to do next Wednesday? Turn the auto drip alerts off. Today you can't do anything about it. Next Wednesday you have control over turning that off. That's a whole different beast, yeah.
And does that, the notice he's getting, if they've not like opted into it, will you get that note? Like I just set somebody up and I'm getting that same. I'm not getting what you had.
It hasn't updated because of the
they'll just-
Wi-Fi.
Okay, they'll just.
I believe it's all like Wi-Fi connected.
And my
Hasn't updated.
message wouldn't send, it like removed my personal message and then it sent my.
No kidding. Well, that's a beast of another color, and I don't know about that one, but
I didn't know if
we'll
it was-
address that later. I've not heard of that one, but you should be able to put personal messages in there. All right, we got to move on from new listing alerts. We devoted a good amount of time on that, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Quick question. When you have multiple contacts, such as Bob and his spouse or something like that, where's the best place to put the spouse's name?
In one account, spouse, good question. So I want to add Angie into this one account that's only listed under Bob. So I'm going to scroll down under personal details. So I'm looking for this section over here. It says personal details, there's his name, and I'm going to click the pencil. And I'm going to change first name to be Bob and Angie Smith, and I'm going to save it. And that's how I'm doing that.
So it changed, oh, okay.
You change that under the personal details section. That's where the naming field is. Okay, good question. Anything else?
Can you put birthday in instead of
Yes.
the birthday campaign?
Well, let's go with that one. I love that one. That's another helpful tool in Zap. So if you want to, under their profile, right? So you're on their profile page under quick dates. So we're looking at another section over here on the right. It says you can add a reminder. So birthdays would be something you want Zap to remind you of their birthday every year. That's where you're going to click. Add reminder. This is cool.
Also their purchase anniversary.
You're going to do two separate ones then. I'm going to start with the birthday. I know Bob's, I don't know Angie's. So the description of this reminder, it's Bob's birthday, right? And then the date is, it's coming up on Saturday, and it's the same day every year. So I want to repeat, Zap, remind me every year. Okay, so I'm going to change repeats every year for how many years? Go out as many years as you want, right?
Well, it would repeat every 1 year.
Oh, that's right.
You don't want it to email them every 10 years. You want it to email them every 1 year. Right?
Correct.
No,
Okay.
you tell them every 10.
Yeah. Happy
Repeat
decade
every
again.
11 years.
You made it, buddy.
Hopefully.
I only recognize real milestones every 10 years.
Now, I have a grandson born on the 29th of February. Would that work?
Thanks for catching that. Do you have?
I have a grandson born on the 29th of February. Would that work? Reminded every 4 years?
Try it and see.
I would hope.
In February 29th.
I would hope. So there's that. So I would do birthday, then I would do their anniversary second.
Okay, so
Closing
obviously
anniversary.
purchase anniversary would be both of them, but in this case, it's only Bob's birthday, not Angie. So is that gonna create a conflict on the contact name?
She's smart.
There's 2 different reminders for 2 different.
You gotta set up a separate reminder and put in the note whose it is.
Okay, except your personal details says Bob and Angie, that's what it's pulling from.
I'm gonna add another reminder, Angie's birthday. Now she's not left out. Whatever, I can't spell.
Your main
Okay.
your main page is.
So I'm just thinking that the email's gonna go out and say, oh.
There's
we
no,
haven't set up
no,
a
no,
email.
no, this is not an
Yeah.
email going out. Let me just
Right.
stop you right there.
Yeah, 'cause
We
like,
figured that out.
this is
Yeah,
great.
it's just Zap reminding you
This is
that
great
it's
for
their birthday
anything
and you
like-
gotta do something.
Okay.
This is not an automatic
It's
send
not
out
an
a
automatic
birthday
drip
email.
campaign yet.
Yeah, we don't have that yet in here.
You don't have the drip campaign yet. Okay. So that's for a reminder for me as the agent to take some action then. Okay, so to come up and like that.
Really quick, how do you delete a contact?
I don't cover that in class.
Okay.
We don't want you to do that.
We don't want you deleting people.
No, I'm just wondering. if
I'm
you
not
can-
being obstinate, but,
'Cause
yeah, Russ will show you. I'm not showing everybody. We're all about building. I know there are instances when you need to. Let Russ show you. I just don't like to do that. It's against my whole moral fiber of living. Like, don't delete leads. There's no
Okay,
such
okay,
thing as a bad
okay.
lead.
Oh, no, of course not.
It was himself, he wanted to.
No, don't delete yourself.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
Why would you wipe yourself out of your Zap? I'm sorry. No, I highly recommend you keep your practice account in Zap so you can try out all the new stuff and new emails and campaigns. You have yourself to practice on. That's all I mean. I'm just trying to.
And will
Yeah, I
those
don't-
pop up then when those dates come along? Those
Where do the
dates,
reminders show
it'll
up?
Come into your like.
Yeah, it'll
today-
be on your dashboard.
Today you need to.
Yeah,
say
it'll be on your dashboard, and it'll be under priority follow-ups, like it'll be right here. But this is about, I don't want to have you guys panic or anything like this, but I'm going to share with you. This entire middle section of this dashboard is changing for the better within the next 30 days. And when I say it's for the better, it's very easy to miss what you need to do on this dashboard. And so what you're gonna see within the next are buckets. Like your dashboard will say you have 5 reminders today. You have 10 follow-ups. Like it's gonna be staring you in the face what you need to do today better than it is now. So there'll be a box that says reminders. And that's when it will be really apparent. Everybody like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't supposed to tell you that yet, but you get early warning because it's a good thing. Okay, for now, you just need to know how this works for now. All right, where do we go? We got to hop on mobile. It's already 20 after 2. We spent a lot of time on new listing alerts. I'm going to let you vote. Would you rather see how to create a custom follow-up plan right now? Or would you rather see how to add custom tagging and then do a bulk email right now? When you custom tag your contacts, like I want to tag all my first-time home buyers as first-time home buyers. I want to categorize all my investors together. And then I want to send a bulk email to all my investors.
Only one person has an opinion, so we might as well go with it.
How many of you want to see custom tags and bulk email?
Sure, why not?
You can only vote once.
Sure.
Okay, does anyone have a driving desire to create how to create a custom follow-up plan? Okay, that's it. You guys win. It's tagging, custom tags. Woo, let's go.
Prize for you.
Easy to create custom tags and use these filters to find all those people that have those tags. It's as easy as find a contact, click on their name. I got Roberto as my example. See if he already has some. Oh gosh, he has way too many. I want to start with someone that no custom tagging. Hang on one second. Find somebody else. Click on their name and go to their profile. Almost everything done in somebody's account is when you click on their name and go to their profile. I'm a broken record. We keep saying that, but that's what you do a lot. Okay, he has no custom tags. So I've got it's Julie. I clicked on Julie. So Julie is an agent lead. The system tagged agent lead, tagged her. She's eligible to get bulk email. She hasn't opted out. And I've got her on a closed seller follow-up plan. Oh, good. It's a closed client, but she's in the market again because I keep following up with her because I'm using the follow-up plan for closed sellers. Now she's in the market again, and she's contacted me because I stayed in contact with her. This is how it works. This is how you want it to work for you. Like, yes, she still loves me. And so But now, here, her next purchase is as an investor. She's ready to get into the market. She wants to buy a property and rent it out. Okay, she wants rental income, so she's an investor. Well, I want to tag all my people as investors so I can then, prospect and send them bulk emails that are just investor-related type of stuff. So I'm going to add a special custom tag, investor. You can add any custom tag you want. You can make up any tagging system, however you want to organize. This is your database. You just need to go down to where it says tags, and there's a little field that allows you to type it in there and add it. Okay, so I'm going to type in investor, although it's probably already been added. Yeah, so I don't have to type it all out. And I'm just going to add it to her, and now she's got another tag. She's an investor. She falls in my investor group. It's as easy as that. What are some other interesting tags that you think you'll use for your business? Give everybody ideas. Shout it out. Anybody? First-time home buyers.
First-time home buyers.
I like grouping them together. There's special financing programs I'd want to. What else?
You could even tag millennials, because you'd probably market to them a little differently.
To who?
Millennials.
Oh, for sure. They have that short. Who's a millennial in here?
are?
Who's a millennial in here? Somebody is.
All right, Nancy.
Agreed.
Starting over.
Agreed. You can do. I mean, it's not. There's any tagging you want to do. It's by demographics. Oh, I want to tag. There's this exclusive development over here, and they want to be in it. So I'm just going to tag people who only want that one neighborhood.
Or you could tag the name of their farm group they're in or something.
Or that. Create niche farming groups and tag them. Endless possibilities. You get the drift here. Okay. And then, how do you use that? You use your filters to go find them all and send them a bulk email. So it's like this. I'm ready to send all my investors the same email. So I'm going to send it via bulk. Right? I'm going to click on my contacts. Here's how I'm using my custom tagging. Click on my contacts, and I got to go click on filters. Hang on. Usually that is not open. Yeah, I don't know why that's opening like that. Usually it's like this. The filters box has not dropped open. So I got to open up my filters, and I'm looking for the custom tag filter, which is right here. Although it's always a good idea to click reset filters before you start, just in case something's not stuck there. So I'm going to go to my custom tags, and I'm going to find my investors. So all your custom tags would be here. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's a lot of tags.
You know why there's so many in Jeff's app? Because all the trainers use the same account.
Oh my.
Here's investors. Show me all my investors.
Whoa, and they weren't even out in alphabetical order.
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to have a zillion like that. Ignore that. That's trainers gone wild. Is what that is. That's way too many custom tags. Okay, so I have 12 out of my 417 that are investors, and Zap found them for me. So now I want to send them a bulk email. Watch how easy this is. Step 1, select all. There's 12 results. Select all with the little box that is the select all. Got to check it. Okay, so it's selected all. So first tell Zap who? Everybody. If you don't want to send it to everybody and just a few, you can uncheck. Okay, second step, go up to the top after checking all, where it says bulk actions. Does everybody see the button bulk actions? Click bulk actions, and what bulk action do I want to do?
Email.
Want to email. It's number 1. I don't want to import, I don't want to export any of contacts. I want to email them all. And then I'm going to walk through this process, which is fairly easy at this point. You can custom write your email. So customize, here's your subject line, and then here's your body copy. Notice your signature's already in there. Hopefully set up the way that you want it. Has everybody set up their email signature in Zap the way they want it? Who said no?
She's afraid to.
Don't admit it.
Somebody remind me to show you where to go set it up. We're not going to do it right now. We're just going to do the bulk email, but somebody remind me to show you so you all know where to go change that. Yeah, Dana. Yeah.
But, it's the old logo up there. Is that something we need to change, like, for everybody, or is that something?
Oh, up here? It's changing soon.
Okay.
Within the next 30 days, if not sooner.
It's bugging me.
It bugs me too. I love the new, and you're the marketing,
So
and you're,
classy.
yeah, the new colors and logos are amazing.
It's like so funny, every time I see the old logo now, I get offended.
So I don't know if you saw it before 121, but I was at 121 because I was doing some Zap sessions there, and I remember seeing it for the first time on the big auditorium. No, you saw it as you walked in. I mean, all this new Century 21 branding. My first impression was, isn't that interesting? But my mind was like so set on the same colors, gold and black, that I've known Century 21 to be for years, right? So at first I wasn't sure, but it just took like that whole day for it to be like, this is a whole nother brand new beautiful world. Like, it didn't take long for me. It is beautiful branding. It is changing in Zap very soon. Here's the other good news, in case you didn't know this. This is really important, and a whole good reason why you want to get your website ready for prime time. Your Zap website ready for prime time means all those things we covered in class 1 today. You got your video on there, you got all your property insights. You want it ready for prime time because the century21.com brand website is going to be the Zap website within the next month and a half. Right now, your brand's website is separate from Zap, but it's going to be Zap. That's monumental for the Zap world, which is why Russ, Danette, this is perfect timing to get everybody, or as many as you can, on board using the Zap system. You hear what I'm saying?
I don't quite follow.
I'm a new agent to Century 21. Do I set up my Century 21 website first or my Zap website?
Are you a new agent?
Not new in the business, new to Century 21.
Okay, so you have this month and a half period where you have 2 websites. The one on the century21.com site, it's going away. It will only be Zap in a month and a half.
But what she's meaning is the My C21 site.
Going away
Oh, that
as
one is?
soon as the century21.com site becomes Zap in a month and a half.
Do Zap.
So do Zap.
So set up my Zap
So
website.
do Zap. Put most of your time and efforts in Zap.
Okay.
If you want to throw a couple things on My C21, because you got about a month and a half, maybe at the longest, that's okay too. Put most of your efforts on Zap.
Okay.
Make sense?
So Zap is all we're gonna have going forward, right?
Well,
As far as what century21.com gives you,
that's
yeah.
what- yeah.
You guys have your own company site too, or not?
well,
Okay, I didn't know.
Business Builder has.
Oh, Business Builder is not a website. It is,
But
well,
it does
it's a
have
CRM, yeah.
But it does have a website.
You still have those tools too. Oh gosh, do I use both, Business Builder and Zap? If you like the marketing campaigns in Business Builder, the pretty pictures and those types, those aren't in Zap yet. So yeah, I say use Business Builder too.
Are they both gonna merge?
Different company owns Business Builder.
Right.
Realogy owns Zap. Century 21 owns Zap. Different company owns Business Builder. So I don't know.
Now Russ and I will be.
You know what our hopes are? They become one. Or you can single sign on to Business Builder
Actually,
from Zap.
We just need the campaigns in Zap, and then we won't need Builder.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I know I have it under very good advice from the Zap team. They're working on that.
Okay, good.
I just can't give you a date because I don't know. But they're working on it.
Good.
And they're working on better team websites too in Zap, I heard, right?
There are team websites now, but they're adding more features and tools, yes. It was a big deal to unveil team Zap platforms because we've never had it in the history of Zap, which is 16 years, never been a team. So, yeah. Something else I wanted to say. Oh, shoot, here and gone. It was related to new features. Was it related to century21.com? It'll come back to me. Let's keep moving. Okay, finished out sending a bulk email. The easy part, well, maybe the harder part is what am I going to write? Or you got to do the subject line, you got to do your body copy. Perhaps you've already stored an email script in the email script library in Zap. So you just want to go select your email script that's already in the library. That's an option when you click that button. Do you see what I'm saying? If you've never looked at your script library in Zap, you got all kinds of emails. So many of them are very successful emails that have been used for years and years that you can also use to help prospect with. right? The main point is, once you get your email body copy and subject line selected, you click Review Contacts. You see on the left all of the contacts that will receive the email, and you'll see on the right, if anybody's opted out, any of your contacts do not want bulk email, they can opt out. Zap will just let you know they're not going to get it, because we're going to respect what they want, right? And then you send it.
Would you send them a personal email saying,
Yeah,
like,
probably.
you're doing a class or something
You
like
can
that?
still
like-
send a personal. Good point. You
Good.
still see who they are, and you can click individually from Zap and send them an email.
So
The
you-
same
so
email.
you just say like,
You just can't
saw
send it
that-
in the
Saw
bulk.
that you opted out, but I have this information, let me know if you want it.
100% yes.
Same
Question?
question, same question.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to cancel that out, and that's bulk email, and that's custom tagging, and we're good to go. Whew. We're going to move to the phones now. Let's go about our daily life, and let's see how Zap makes it easy for you to keep updating your leads, to keep up with your follow-ups while you're on the go. Because if you have Zap on your phone, the CRM app, you can take care of business while on the go every single day. So let's do some things, some real helpful things in practical ways on the phone. I am going to bring up my phone, I hope, on the screen. It'll switch over. If Russ is being nice to me, I think you have all the control here.
You have no idea.
That's
got
just
one
what
here.
I think, but I don't know, maybe he's wrong, maybe he's wrong. Nothing to do with it. Yeah, that's my phone. Okay, cool.
Russ is the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, I think he is. He's a nice man. Not as scary as Oz.
Jason.
You must be the wizard.
That's right. I'm the wizard.
So, ignore my Gmail account. I just realized I didn't take that off. Nobody sees this. 'Cause
No wonder I never got a response.
that's not my business email. Yeah, I have Outlook for my Realogy business. This is all personal, and it's a lot of junk I have to clear out.
Might as well just clear it all out, there's nothing's going on there.
No, you know why I got a lot going. My personal is Gmail, which by the way, I forgot to tell you, if you have Gmail as your business email server, that's what you use, you can connect it to your Zap account. If you have Outlook 365 as your business, you can connect it to your Zap account. I didn't show you how to do that, but what that means is when you send emails from Zap, they'll be coming from your Gmail or Outlook 365 account and not the Zap email. Some of you may want to do that.
Yes.
Awesome. I'll go back at the end and show you where you do that. Okay, I'm just showing you 2 of my apps on my phone. Obviously, you're going to know the right answer to this one. If I want to work on my business, do some follow-ups, add some new contacts in, which app am I clicking on? I'm Zap. Zap is for agents. This is the consumer app. Right? This is what your customers, you want them to download. It looks like this when they do download it. But we're just concerned about working our business, so we want the Zap app. So we're going to tap it. Hang on one second. We're going to tap it, and Zap's going to just log us right in. Wow, that was fast. I didn't have to enter my username and password. Why not?
How do I get that?
I log in almost every day. So all I have to do is log in once, and every time I open the app, it just logs me in. That's the easiest way to get into Zap.
Do I need to
How do we
update
get
this?
that,
Is my
the
Wait, one question at a time. In the back.
how do we download that?
You don't have this app on your phone yet?
Neither do I.
Okay. How many do not have the app? I'm so sorry. I guess I didn't ask this in the beginning. I assumed, don't assume. Go to the App Store or Google Play and just search for Zap space CRM. And you'll find it. It's blue and it says Zap. Download it and then you gotta log in. Timber.
Does mine need
Kimbra.
Timbra?
It's T.
Do I just need to update this?
Probably, yeah. You don't have the latest edition.
I guess not.
Yeah, update it, go update it. Okay, it logs you in, you're on your dashboard. I'm on my dashboard, it says dashboard. I can quickly take care of any tasks, like I have a listing appointment, a personal task, and a meeting. That's what's showing up. I can go to my follow-ups by tapping on it and kind of catch up on all the people I have on follow-up plans. I can go actually do the follow-up right from my phone. And I'm going to show you something. I can get to my notifications. Notifications are anything new. Oh, I've got a new listing appointment. I've got a new showing request. So just by tapping there, what do I really, on a practical basis, what do I do? Let me give you a really good example. Sitting and waiting. You're sitting and waiting somewhere with your phone beside you. You're in a doctor's office. You're waiting for the buyer to show up for their appointment, their buyer consultation. We're sitting and waiting. I can take, as long as it takes for me to wait for them to show up, do some of my follow-ups. Right? Let me stay connected to people. If I'm using follow-up plans and Zap's reminding me it's time to follow up, I can take care of those while I'm sitting here. Why hop on Facebook? Well, I can hop on Facebook if I'm promoting my Zap website and trying to drive traffic. And I mean, Facebook's a good place to go, promote your business. But I'm saying, don't go do the Facebook socializing when you can be doing your follow-ups and building your business. Do you know what I mean? You can use that time. But if you didn't have the app, you'd have to get out your lap. You're not going to do it. So I'm going to tap on follow-ups. Let me get over here. Cindy Lou. What am I supposed to do to follow up with her? She's very high. She's a hot buyer. I'm going to tap on her name. Watch how easy it is to do the follow-up. Cindy Lou, what am I supposed to do? Well, it's telling me I'm supposed to call her. So I tap on call, okay? And then I tap call contact again, and then I'm calling her. Hang up. I don't know if that's a real number. That looked like a real number. Okay, so I called her from Zap. You can tap to call your contacts from the app. My follow-up plan said that was the next step in the follow-up. I was supposed to call her. I call her, it brings me back here. I'm going to write my call notes. I didn't get her. I left a message. So I'm going to put that in my call notes. I left a message, and then I'm going to save it. I need my laser pointer. I'm going to hit save and save my notes and record that I made the phone call. Cindy's name came off my follow-up list. See, she was at the top. I did the follow-up. I'm working on Dan. Dan's next. Oh, he's another one I'm supposed to call. So I do the same thing with him. Right? Roger. Oh, Roger's on the email list. I'm supposed to email Roger. That's what the follow-up plan says. I tap, email Roger. Oh, I've got several. Send his primary. What am I supposed to send him? Oh, he's on a closed client follow-up plan, and it's his anniversary in his new home. That script automatically loaded because that's the follow-up plan I have him on, and now's the time. All I have to do is hit send. Email's out the door. Okay, Roger's off my list. Do you see how I'm doing my follow-ups? Boom, boom, boom by tapping on the phone. Yes? Now, you will not have anybody listed under follow-ups if you don't put them on follow-up plans. That's where it all starts. You gotta.
Did you just hear us do that?
No, I knew that's where somebody needed to know that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing, if I had any broker leads that are almost out of compliance, meaning I need to do an update, they'll be listed here, and I don't think I have a good example, but I'm going to scroll down. You'll see underneath somebody's name, whoops, in red, it might be screaming at you in red, out of compliance, if it's a broker lead and you haven't kept up with it. I like that it's just yelling at you. Zap wants you to stay in compliance and do the updates, so you'll get more leads. So I like that it'll yell it at you. You know what I mean? So you'll do it. I don't see any examples in Mr. Jeff Zap, so at least he's really good about keeping all his, he only had 6 broker leads, but they're all green. Oh yeah, that's right, we looked at them all. He's all good with them. So
you might want to remove the Tom Petty, he's dead.
That is a reason for stopping the follow-up, yeah. But that's about it, that's the only reason.
Major bummer.
Even then you're trying to
that is a major bummer for sure. Okay, so Raquel Welch, she's still alive?
She is.
Yes, she is.
Michael Fassbender. Oh, Jennifer, there's a lot of
Michael Fassbender. Yeah.
Jeff Zap's got all these celebrities.
So you may have already covered this before, so.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All the ladies out there say yes.
Yeah.
So Goldie Hawn, she's still alive. If, let me just say, let's say if Cheryl was a broker lead and it said out of compliance in red, here's what I would do. Like, okay, let me go send her something and connect with her. I'm gonna tap on her name and then I'm gonna send her an email. Or I can go down here, tap to call her, tap to send an email from here. Oh gosh, I have a phone number in Zap. I can send her a text message. Or I can just add a note into her file. If you do any of these things, preferably reach out to her, lead is updated, and you've made a good contact attempt. Broker lead update. Do you see how easy this is to keep reaching out to people, and especially keep your broker leads in contact and updated from using the phone? I'm just trying to show you real life using it. Your phone's with you wherever you go, yeah?
Okay.
I don't know who was first, I'm sorry. I'm
Go
not
ahead.
paying attention
Go ahead.
anymore. He's letting you go first.
Oh, no,
Oh, your hand wasn't up, Kevin, okay.
It did? Oh, okay.
You got the floor.
Okay, the touch point, that always has to be associated with a follow-up or a plan?
Oh, no. Touch point is not associated with anything to do with a follow-up plan. You can do any of these things whether someone's on a plan or not at any time. A touch point is like sticking a note in their file. I know it's weird terminology. That's a note. Like I would stick a note in a file, in her Zap file. Like maybe I ran into her in Starbucks.
Oh, touch point, no.
And I want to put a note into her file on the date that I ran into her. That's a good note.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see the note part. I couldn't read it.
It didn't say note until I clicked on touch point. That's why you didn't see it. It's confusing a little bit, but that is touch point. It's a note.
Okay.
How do
Oh,
you
I
get
gotta
broker
do.
leads?
You make a note.
Wait, I'm going to show you something. Wait. Oh, another question. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you may have already covered this. How
That's
do you
okay.
get broker leads?
How to update?
How do you receive them?
Oh,
Talk to Russ.
I'm going to let Russ address that question because it's a very company specific. So I want him to because I don't want to give you the wrong answer. But it's a good question.
I'll ask you later.
How do they get broker leads at Century 21 Everest?
Where does Alexis go?
Us?
Relocation. It's Alexis is the one who.
See Alexis to get set up. Can anybody? She has requirements maybe that you need to meet.
Have
Get the conversation going with Alexis.
relocation.
Awesome. Well-
I wish Alexis was here. She would have loved it.
She was here for a long time too. Yeah. Didn't come up until now. Question in the back?
Well, I'm I'm just practicing on this, so this is kind of cool, actually way cool.
This is way cool
Like,
for many reasons.
Way cool.
Yeah.
So anyhow, so I'm sending, I actually got a person now, I decided to send her an email, but my email address is not the one I normally use. This is the one you got Allison at Century 21. That's not the one I check all the time, so can that be changed? Or
Your
is that-
email address that you're sending emails from in Zap?
Yes.
If it's Gmail, wait a minute. First of all, the only email systems that you can change it to is if you use Gmail or you use Outlook 365. Do you use either of those two?
Gmail.
Okay, then yes you can. You can't change it when we're on the phone. I'll show you when I hop back on at the end. All of you Gmail users, if you want to integrate your Gmail email into Zap, I'll show you.
Okay.
So bear with me,
Thank
okay? Because we only have 15 more minutes, so that's coming soon. The next thing I'm going to show you is really helpful, and I think you're going to love it, and it's finding the More button in Essential. You know how we were using the More button when we were on the
I don't remember the
CRM?
More button.
You were using the More button a lot today. First class.
Oh, more. I thought you said war.
No, more.
War
I'm not going to war
It's a
with
war button.
anybody in this room. I don't want war with any of my contacts. I want peace. Serenity now. Serenity now. Any Seinfeld folks, serenity now. I want all peaceful things. No, this more, but this is like the menu button. And so what I want to show you is up here at the top. I'm still in Cheryl Homebuyer's account. Up at the top, everybody should see the menu 3 dots up in the right-hand corner. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? What's under that button when you tap on that? More.
More.
Not more. It's more service. That's what it is. Okay, let's take a look at this. I'm going to start with the last 2 items. Really the last one on the list. Share my mobile app via a text message to Cheryl. So I don't believe Cheryl's ever downloaded my mobile app. I think she's searching on my website, but I want everybody to have the opportunity to use my app on their phone to look at listings. So I'm going to send her an invitation in this way by texting it to her, because that's where you download apps, on your phone. So isn't that like the best way to send the invite? Via your text messaging on the phone? I think so. So I'm going to tap on share my mobile app. The message is already written there for you. You don't have to change it. It says, hi, this is Jeff Zap. You can download my mobile app using the link above. And so the link will be above it. That is your personal mobile app link. It's already there. All you would need to do is send this text message with one click. Send.
Can you change that?
I'm on an iPhone, so send again. It's 2 clicks on iPhone. What's that?
Can you edit that message
Yes,
to say
you can.
be sure to log in after, or be sure to log in?
Yes.
Because then you want to remind them to log in, not just download the app.
Gosh darn, that's a good point. I think that's wonderful. Yes,
Alexis.
I love that.
So you'd have to do it with each one. Can you change it with the?
Not yet. So it just automatically puts it in the template. Not yet.
Okay.
You do.
You can't,
So
that was my question. You can't change the
You
template.
cannot.
You have to do it onesies, one at a time.
Yeah, but yes, onesies. But I love that you're going to do that. Yeah, because I think that's so important. I exaggerated that point.
You did.
Emphasized that point.
It says
If you can't be with them when they do it,
remaining, but it doesn't allow you to actually put anything in there.
yeah, you can.
The next time, right there.
Add something in. I
Oh.
just
There you
tapped
can add
in there.
something in.
Oh,
Return.
okay. It's just, you can't save it. as a
You
new
can't save it
template.
as
No,
template.
you have to type it in each time you go to text it. Be sure to log in.
And then you can request it.
Whatever you want it to be, and then send it. Yeah. Okay? Whoa. That's major cool. And if you don't have their phone number, the next best thing is to send it via an email. Well, let me send that same invitation to download my mobile app, only it's, it's sent via an email. There's your send button. Because when you add people into Zap, sometimes you'll have phone numbers, sometimes you'll just have email addresses. So when you're on Zap Mobile, you can send it either way. Yeah? Now what if, I'm going to go back here, what if Cheryl has never signed in to my Zap website, ever? How would I know that? She's a contact in my Zap platform. How would I know that she's never signed into my website or my mobile app? Because you would know that too. Who remembers? Zap score.
Did you have a none score?
None score.
A none score.
She's very holy. She has a none score. No. In her Zap score, it doesn't say very high. She's not smoking anything funny, right? It doesn't say moderate. It doesn't say low. It says none. N-O-N-E. No Zap score. Not using your system in the last 60 days at least. That's what it is. That's indicative to me. I need to send her the welcome email again. So I remind her about my website and how to log in. I can do that. Right? It's all about getting as many people in your contact list to sign in and use your system, your Zap website, your mobile app. You want them walking in your world and not the Zillow world and not the Realtor.com world and not the other world website, your world. It's protecting your connection with them, your relationship, and future business. It's like critical. Like, I don't want anyone. That's why I said, if they have a none, that's a frowny face. That's a sad face. They're not using my system, and I want them in my ecosphere. I want them in my world only. They don't see any other agents but me if they use my website. If they go use Zillow, I could be a premier agent. They can still get to many other agents there, right? Or Realtor.com. They can get to other agents there. This is not your world. You have a piece of it, but it's not the whole world. Does that make sense?
Question over here.
Hang on one second. Let me get my bearings. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to call on you in a second.
Okay.
there's a minimum of 2 more things I want us all to practice on the phone before we can say adios, and we have 8 minutes.
Fine, go ahead.
So you can ask it or you can wait until we get to 3 o'clock. It's up to you. I gotta show 2 more things on here, then I gotta go back on there and show those email users how to add Gmail to the Zap. Okay. Every day, here's the other thing to build your business with Zap. Every day when you're walking your daily life and you're a salesperson, because you're in real estate, you are in sales. That means you gotta be in the business of being friendly and meeting people and finding out if they have any real estate needs. This is our life if we're to continue to have business. Some of it you attract people by the internet, you pull them to your world from your website. The rest of it comes in your daily walk of life. The people you meet, your sphere of influence, your open houses, your farming, there's all those other methods. As soon as you have an opportunity to add somebody into Zap, you add them in. You add them in. It's just like at that open house. Don't have them sign an open house form. Add them in, have them sign in as a new contact right into Zap. Capture them into your book of business so you can follow up forever. They may never buy a house from you, but how do you know? If you lose touch with them, you lose that piece of paper where you have their name and phone number. You'll lose it, you lost their business. Look how easy it is. Your phone is with you everywhere, I think, at least most people. Open up your Zap, click the plus sign. Android users, where's the plus sign? This is an iPhone. Who has an Android phone?
Bottom right.
Bottom right. It's the same plus sign though. Just got to know where to look. Plus, new contact. What am I adding? A new contact. Put their name. Look how easy. Hit save. They're in your contact database. Like it's that fast. You're standing in a store somewhere, getting into a conversation in the vegetable aisle. Somehow you're wearing your name tag. They see you're in real estate, right? You meet somebody. Add them in. Add them in. Add them in and then send them the welcome email and the mobile app right from the phone. And don't let them leave you without downloading your app. How do you like that? That can happen in 5 minutes. First, before you share your mobile app, you add them in. Watch me. Jane. I'm standing in the grocery aisle with her. Jane, lovely. Okay, she gives me her phone number. I'm in a hurry, she's in a hurry. I get her phone number, that's fine. What's your, I don't want to add your area code. I'll do an Ohio area code. Okay, she gives me her phone number. I go down, that's all I need to add in. I hit save up at the top right. Okay, that took about 10 seconds. She's in, I've got her phone number. Her name is Jane Lovely. Now what I want to do is search for her. She's standing with me. And I said, so first step, add her in as contact. Now I'm going to send her my mobile app link and help her download and log in. And then she can go check out. Like, I might have just gotten myself another transaction in 3 months by doing that, right? Like, it's so easy. So I look for Jane. I added her in first. Jane Lovely. There she is. I click on the 3 dots. And I share my mobile app via text. And I send it. Her phone's dinging. Invalid number. Yeah, because I made it up. Hopefully that's not what happened. But she's standing there, her phone dings, she gets it out, it's my text message. I watch her, she taps on that link, takes her to the app store, she's downloading my app, I'm gonna ask her, go ahead and sign in with your email address. And I watch her do it. She's now connected to me, maybe for life. I don't know.
One day, or
one day. Do you see? Like I'm doing that every chance I can. I'm getting them in here. Yeah, it's like that.
So, is there a way to import, if that's where you're saving all of your contacts as a primary source, is there a way to export those? Okay.
Not from here, but yeah, from the desktop version.
Because I think that's sometimes something that frightens agents, is they're worried that then Zap owns their contacts and they don't have control of them. So
I think agents think about that. I agree. Yeah, you can export them. You can export it into a CSV file, and I'll show you where that is in a second. Was there something else? Oh, Agatha, help me. Was there a second thing I needed to show them on the phone?
Oh, not on the phone.
Anybody remember? I think I covered it.
How many Android users do you have there? So on the do you know where, on the bottom, if you click on account, that's where you're gonna actually, it's different than your iPhone users. You just have to kind of click on account and then click on the plus and see what your options are.
To do what on an Android, Agatha?
To do the insights.
Oh, we were going to do property insights. Thank you. That's the other thing. When I'm standing at a house and I'm thank you. That is the thing I forgot. You did come through.
So, what are you seeing here?
Oh, property insights. Who remembers what a property insight is?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a marketing tool. You put your insight on a house and it goes to your website. It helps attract buyers and it SEO.
Do everything from your phone.
Do it from your phone.
Absolutely.
Before you leave that property and go to the next property with your buyer, take a minute, open up your Zap app, and let's add a property insight while we're standing at the house, for goodness sakes.
So I'm in that account and it has, oh, is that Agent Insights? It's called Agent Insights.
Yeah,
not
tap on
Property
it.
Insights.
Android users do what Agatha just said. I'm showing iPhone users. You're going to tap on the plus sign if you're an iPhone user, and you want to add a new property insight. So you tap on that, and then you search for the property by address or MLS number. Hint, hint. Look at location services is trying to locate me, what house I'm at. It thinks I'm in Oxford. It thinks I'm in Oxford, Connecticut. That is
That's
so
the closest one.
Right.
Probably the closest one to you for here.
It is. Standing here in Utah, the location services, this is the closest active listing
Well, it's
in
7.5
my
miles
service
away.
market. Isn't that funny? But that's the thing. If you have location services enabled for the Zap app, it'll just find the house you're at. You won't have to tell it, go search for it. The house you want to write property insights on. So find the property, either use the search bar and tap on it, and then here's how you add your property insights. There's your description field. Remember, you have to do a minimum 150 characters. Write out your unique insights about it, and then you can choose 3 different tags that you think apply to this property. Oh, it has a big backyard, good condition, and lots of light. But the most important part is, the most SEO value is you tapping in here and writing your own words. What are the positive features or amenities about this house for a buyer who might be interested? Who am I writing to? The potential buyer. What would attract them to this house? That's what you write about. I love using my phone's microphone to speak it in rather than type it because I am all thumbs. Amazing landscaping front and back, period. And I continue on. I mean, look how easy that was. And then you save it and it gets posted on your website.
It's kind of nice too, because then if your own buyer is like, I can't remember that house, what did we like about it? Like,
oh, then it's saved in your app.
Even put some of their description in there, so then it's easy to go back and be like, oh, you like
oh,
this.
yeah. Yeah, you can put theirs in. But remember, whatever you put in description gets posted publicly, so don't put bad stuff. Like, don't put the bad comments. Yeah. It's stinky. The next.
So, maybe you covered this in the first class before I got in there, but for agents maybe who are newer, I know we have a couple in here.
Yeah.
Doing this, can you explain to them how, even when you don't have your own listings, doing this kind of puts all this social proof on your digital footprint?
Yeah, it builds up your profile when you're still a brand new agent and gives you credibility in the eye of potential buyers and sellers that you really know the real estate market, because you've commented and seen so many homes in the market that you become instantly believable. So our recommendation, not just for new agents, but especially for newly licensed agents, but all agents, comment on as many homes as you show as you can, if not all of them, and start with your own listings and help each other out. If you view each other's listings, by all means, give each other's listings a boost by doing this.
It's free marketing for you guys. There's no reason why you guys shouldn't be take
And you
advantage
hit
of it.
save.
You guys can actually do it from your phones. It's gonna boost your SEO. It's free marketing for you guys. And so when they go and they search on center21.com, they are going to, let's say you guys do your local insights for Salt Lake City. Okay, they're on the search page, they scroll down, they see your local insights. You have something to say about the community. So let me give you an example. I did it for Charlotte. There was a thing called Restaurant Week in Charlotte.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, so
I'm
I
gonna
Googled what was going on in Charlotte. Okay, so my thought process is I want to train Google to know that my website not only has awesome real estate information, it has up-to-date community information on what's going on in Charlotte. Okay, I have now opened up a completely different pool of people that are searching online. 95% of people are searching online.
Jason.
Okay.
Jason. What I was just trying to demonstrate some of what Agatha was telling you guys. When consumers are out there anywhere in the United States using any Century 21 Zap website, they can search in any market where there's another Century 21 company. So I was in Jeff Zapp's market. I started out in Connecticut, but I want to move to Midvale, Utah. So I used Jeff Zapp's Century 21 Zap site and typed in Midvale, Utah, and I got like 87 properties, but I scrolled down to look over the list, and there's an agent showing up, Liz Hall, because she wrote
Jason put
a local insight, and Jason's showing up because of something he did today. Like, I guess.
As you can see, it was nothing.
Jason, the information is overwhelming.
I mean, do you see how you can be found? And I'm showing, because that's what Agatha was telling you. Your comments are more far-reaching than you can even imagine.
So they're scrolling down, they see your local insights. Then you go and write local insights about where you're showing property too. Because then there's on the search page, they're gonna click on a house that they like, and they're gonna see your property insights as well. So if they see you guys enough times, they're gonna click on you.
Will the property insights automatically go away once the listing is not active?
No.
So
Once the
no,
listing goes
it
away?
it grays out.
Okay.
It'll gray out, and you don't want to. I wouldn't remove it.
Okay, so remove the community stuff.
Right now, so
that
thank
gets
you for
outdated.
reminding me.
Okay.
So
but not the
look, your
property
local insights. Make sure your information doesn't go stale. Okay. I actually was a little OCD. I wanted to make sure I was training Google to know that my website had up-to-date information of what was going on in Charlotte. So I actually would remind myself every Monday. I would change my local insights. Now, if you're going to write something about Christmas and it's January, we got a problem. You need to make sure that you are updating your website.
Yes.
Because you're going to hurt your SEO. Instead of going up, you're going to go down if you're going to leave stale information
But
on
you
your
could leave
website.
that stuff on your blog instead. Like you could, because
You
your
can
blog
have
is
anything on your blog
constantly-
that you want.
If you wanted to move something like that over.
John Zapp has a
Yeah,
blog on his
yeah.
website.
I wouldn't have I wouldn't leave out of date information on my website, period. That's me personally. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just showing you Jeff Zapp and trying to also speak to what she's saying. Here's his property insights. He needs to write some more. Like, he hasn't done anything in a while. He's done a couple, well, one in April, but he hasn't done it in May. So he's fallen behind. Like, every week I want to add one more property insight. If I'm showing the property, I'm writing about it, right? So here's a property that's still showing up in his most 3 recent property insights. It's gone pending or closed because the house is grayed out. His comments are still there. It doesn't hurt his SEO. It helps his SEO. You don't have to remove it. Why take the time to remove something when it doesn't hurt you? It only helps you if it's left here. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't need to remove it.
Yeah, the reviews and ratings, that whole thing, and where.
Right here?
what page is that on?
Which reviews and ratings? In the
On the
resources?
right, under the reviews and
Oh, I
ratings.
set my laser over here and didn't pick it up. Favorite thing. This here,
Is this all just part of building the website?
this
and
is
stuff?
you adding content to your website.
Oh, okay.
All of these things do not exist on your website until you add them.
Gotcha.
So you need to go and edit and get your
Those
ready.
are 7 live links. Make it a one-stop shop for your people. So there isn't one house that I sold that a buyer doesn't ask me about schools. I'm not allowed to talk about schools, so I actually enter, you know, a website in
GreatSchools.net
there.
or something.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. To
As
direct
one
them
of
to my
the-
website.
You can add, this is a resources section, and like Agatha said, you can add up to 7 links to other websites, which helps your SEO of your website. And you add all this stuff that's on this website back in your Zap CRM. We did this in the first class. We spent a lot of time, but we didn't hear it because this was the second class. But you go in your Zap CRM and you click on your photo up at the top right, and you click on my website, and that's where you add all this content. Okay? Everything I just showed you on Jeff's app site, you can have. Jason.
So if you clicked on, when you saw my name at the bottom there, if you clicked on me, would that lead go directly to me or would it go through the broker to me?
When you showed up when I was,
Yeah.
if I clicked on you and I registered, like I asked you a question from clicking on you, it'd be your lead. It'd be direct to you. It would be
go
direct to
directly
agent.
to me, it wouldn't go
It would be
around.
direct to you. It's called a DTA, direct to agent, because the consumer clicked on you and selected you.
Daily updated mid-bill.
If you want to have it.
I love Agatha's advice there. I would be investing in my website 20 minutes every Monday morning. Put in a standing appointment on your calendar. 20 minutes every Monday morning that you're adding something new to your website. A local insight, a property insight, a new resource, a new blog article, or start blogging. 20 minutes every week. Start and keep adding and boosting its SEO. Standing appointment, don't break that appointment with yourself. It can bring very, very great benefits. It's called lead generation. Any other questions? Because we're on overtime.
We're going to show the Gmail thing.
Yeah, Gmail. That is why I actually came over here to reflect this. Back on Zap. Let's go back to the dashboard. Those of you Gmail or Outlook 365 as your business email account, to link it into Zap, you're going to want to go to your Zap store, which is right over here on the left menu. You're going to want to click on Zap store. By the way, not hot off the press, but I might as well tell all of you in this class, I told the first class, which is most of you, coming soon to be integrated into Zap is .loop. So let's take Zap to the next level and help you do your transactions in Zap. Let's put more of your business in one place, kind of thing. Okay, so Zap Store, and then go down to integrations supported by Zap. Those of you with DocuSign accounts, you can also integrate that in. But come over here, if you're Gmail, you come over here, you click the Learn More button. And then it's going to tell you to validate your account and link it. Wait, you're going to click one button, link Gmail, and then it's going to ask you to validate your account. I'm not going to link my, see, there's my personal Gmail. I'm not going to link it to Jeff's Zap, but you just continue on with the prompts, and that's pretty much it. And then when you send emails from Zap, it's coming from your Gmail. And then literally, what happens when you log into Zap, give me 1 second to finish my train of thought. Kevin?
Oh, no.
After you've linked your Gmail successfully, when you log into Zap, you'll have an envelope icon right here. That's your Gmail inbox. So you can check your email right from Zap at that point. Why worry about logging into Gmail when you can log into the rest of your business, Zap, and then check your email from Zap? One-stop shop. Yes. Good?
Yep.
All right, guys. I think that's it, unless you have any questions. Was
Thank you
this
so
good?
much. Yes, it was great.
You guys were such a good audience. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Make it a great day. Keep up with the Zap. Keep logging in every day.